Oko school way.
Pachemiko Agena Senior High Technical.
Agena Senior High Technical. Wahenfa. Akosombo. Okay. Eti akra no mo hu nanim dia but ubetima ba Facebook na wa join here. And so here now more as students generally mu share bon now for 2025 for there no. Omo mo 2024 na wo school say wo hu ye say de ekoye.
Pachai.
Ene mo dia ne difference be na wo hu say wo. Omo tro wie ye no. Omo demeanor celebration omo ye wo ene mo dia no difference be na ewo.
Mtimu say de no an sheda ankoye
sa dia na amana ankoye
na tension no ne wo high
tension dia one be kasa ma tension tom so say tension wo ho afibia dia na moti ye nti attention tom so
na we
o kasa obi ahu wanim kasa aha ye ni komo te say dia oni me kasa dia ne see
na invigilation here so tight
invigilation oh to the compare 2024 there na obaka say na mo there invigilation here too tight no mo ye ne say nti a ye too tight say invigilation obo ba na mo ne na mu na mo there na mo search mo
umtimi search here we have train ko ni masters kan yan fan ko ye de eyi na mani na film
amuyi tools no free master
tools no ne de ni amana container na kasa
ato actually papers ni nyina enti from first paper to the last paper no sa no mo treat mo and enti mo wie na dey bi na mo student ni bi kan e dey na comment no mo make about exam no mo worry shemu so be pass ya na mo hu ni say the vigilation I tight dey mo ntumi pass
ebi mo no mo worry shemu so be pass but ebi mo so no mukasa
ankoye ti omo age tum se ankoye ba o de o hu ni say vigilation and detention be to mo so pa police for ka ho ana okay o school there no na ultimate pass here ni nyina
mo ba me list we C4
oh say no pass it say C4 you pass ana me bo list kura de anya kura no anti wo de nyame abo afam because de kan ye mo mbo di you know ti eno na odi atu jo say initial remarks na say invigilation no na tight prof omo amotro ye na memfa ne se baako ne dia odi atu jo na say invigilation na ma tension e wo ho also de mo na mosua de amokire e de pa na obeka say initial remarks ama fidi ankoyi
medasiminia about examination and nyoma bebre na ye ma results na de mayen ebi e nyoma nkra de sua ene emra e ho ma o mo se o se o musua saade no
yes
ena nkra na nso ye frɛ bi ti se ability o man kasa nso no o mo ho keka ene o ma ho odin e wa ade na o musua na te sen and then and non the account so ye obroni be can say motivation
okay
and our value wo ma de omusua no de na omo pese omo de ye and the oka no you we are aba ensohwe no ankasa
okay
and ye hwe ensohwe we na ensohwe na ye mienu ye ba ko o school ho and why so eye efa
okay
and this answer we na ye hu no enye ba ko fo
okay
school for no school na ankasa ye bi
okay
constitute 30%.
Okay.
Na why can so ye bi constitute 70%.
Okay.
Near the mienu na bom. And sana ye declare final results no.
Okay.
The results na ye hu no ye e famienu.
Okay, na ka.
And this oma failure anya fa ba ko de.
Oma failure school ne why
na oma ye. Enti oba why mrem na ye hwe bibi ti say invigilation it is said you can supervision.
Yes.
Dear ne koso. The NTA my supervision is a nipa and a nipa de nipa via uja ho kwan a wan hwa na wakọ the nyoma bi kwa ema ye hu nipa kro na ade obetimi aye. That's the true ability of the student.
Okay.
Entina invigilation. So invigilation no senior or best service student, be a student in here, BB.
Yes.
Exams time, no. Invigilator, I'm a farmer, no. And now be preventing, so say on for BB Amba.
Okay.
I'm by relax. And now, questions, and Ankasanka Sansa Yatron, and so contribute.
Okay.
We call something the quality of the examination or the test items. Say, the Omusiano, and one semni ebusa omana. Sibia ubusa and semono, send a tear, ewo and crano level, no, baby or mono, and some now can, ombetiasie, yatre omo, and Ninano be, you are near Bassi a best score.
Okay.
Marking Nankasankasanso, and also the own so one in your man. And he say, ye marking scheme, dear Yeshano, a clear for everybody, and I will be a score Nina year now. And he, we are your process it, and Sunny a cabo, no matinasi. Or matinasia, your fanunina, Kofobi back together. Now, or mashe, say, resource, no, say net here, and you're my ben a course. Go for we are now, go for me and go for no more. I decide and Sunny dear. Until put him say, you might be brain a back together and Sana Yenya, dear you. And so ye penoma a bema filo anaba. And you're my critical pie student and Ankasankasano. Or moko SHS no. A great depend on the free GHS go SHS. Aya ye the cohona beboy. If you say, my young and me colleagues and so I did be up to so say, and your ma and I say, grade and cranny de ba SHS no. Sa cranny be passia about 21% of the pass no is explained by grade or the free JHS by. And it means a grading ya already no oba system no no problem that.
Okay.
About 20% of or 21% of your performance, no, a honey be fraba. And Tianya dada.
Okay.
And Tisanya, or mobile system numa, I was saying you might be so bad together. And in so my young Mokakra say, a crown ankasanka say, every BBT says self regulation. Say, O hiamwa, or Adiana Usiana, a hin or Koshoshano.
Okay.
One or Kacheno, Utimikana. And I said, Najimuno, Saint Edo. Se utimi junjun ma ho sa de amusua bia mentiase e kwa be na mefa so na de di mu paa ye ade na osua no onim se o de be yedan ne value e ye den enti so wo hwe enoma bia wo hwe bibi ti se social studies se utietia social studies de nyeden ye nsua social studies de me de koyedan enti oni value for the subject.
Okay.
Enti e be do classes kra onko. Because all your extra classes are hardly do you get people saying say okuchiesika say okoye social studies extra classes. And you see a share near man cry no who say adisua bia ya hyehyɛ ama wo school mu no ɛho hia. Say subject A and B ni nyina ho hia. Ba na ye de adwen kɔ bibi ti say mathematics nko aso sciences nko aso ene ebia English dia kan ne ato na jeje mu. Nti ebasa na emma adesua no ennim nti eno no betimi aye
factors na ekoso ye no prof de ne de ultimate say research document pa na ode akyerɛkyerɛ no we de one ti ase na kyerɛ wa Mr. William Body onso o hwɛ nkora de omotwe no this year ene de omatwerɛtwerɛtwem na result aye kan ya we are surprised with the outcome.
All right, minchia ayefo ne etiefo oba manya surprise sir because the year can was me EBS pay.
Okay.
Na year can in next year best can be. So o money and she new roadmap bia. Na the TNA
okay.
The prof e kan no no credit. Enye ni nyina na free WAEC ho. 70% per any free WAEC ho na 30 free school no.
Okay.
And it come from continuous assessment.
Okay.
Yes. But and the credit say Africa and Ghana you need education system.
You need be
David.
Na said the mo
no the wo exam-centric system.
Okay.
Adibia yesua bia no we are gearing towards writing exams.
Okay.
So the wiase ehia free nipa no enye no na yesua e Ghana ha. In Ghana and I say in Africa, we measure success or the ability of individual or learners by memory. And we are saying so no, it require skill for one to be successful.
Yeah.
So when you delve into it, they draw their curriculum.
Okay.
To help learners discover their talent and gifts.
Not exam.
Not exam. So, and yet a colebia na was say ye had ability ye the questions a good paper so. Ability. A colebu wa need ye no exhibition. Practical. Candidates are Rosos Aba Uncle Ye Awofo and Yarsofo make catch them and Colano Moon Failure. Was exams and no failure, but a banner brabuma or moon failure. They are capable and they have powers, and their power is beyond the wasi resource na babontiano.
Okay.
We are just fixing ourselves, besame lawyer, besame doctor, besame see. But those things are not skills, they are professions. So what I say. But when you check our education system no air force so emofrano say me say. But one kasa we interest and I say idea nyamedia dom why wo mu no. Inka wo system no design in a way a wo ko school no nim kura so nim rikatu. Unim so nim nyom to and as oba be sound engineer in future. So the system must be designed to help you discover and manage. Now what me use o skill no e dey abo obra. Now they are creating one kasa we ase.
Okay.
So na wo say the education system no
that's here.
It wo data na prof use the analysis na. It is true. From a year kindergarten over primary now for DHS oko SHS nyina no exams and ye dehwe ema woko eto aso a
any other means
any other means. So our system is one size fits all education system, equally exam-centric system.
I see.
Asema ye kenyina no eno nie ade abayi we kan yi eno kre ebribi atwam na ejramo bi she bag nim na ejramo no mo ka che se ejramo fita. But this year na ma ye hu se ejramo say ejramo tuntum
ejramo aben.
The ability of our learners, the future leaders, ye train or my way see.
Young crown ability or form.
Yes, our form. Yes.
I don't need ejramo.
I don't need ejramo no. Ni afu so oye fita but say oye tuntum. Enti we a wake up call. I was say kire yen say we should stop forcing our learners, our students say thinking we na say we a static campus every fear. Maybe so obey nurse, obey lawyer, obey doctor. But this profession ya maboboy emu de na timi create ono na adwuma no ofo obi so adwuma. But Shatawa labor studio ha wo de hwenkofo odi na chi omu na otu omka or management a otu omka makesen me use ono because we abotwem oba be coach kra. Look at empire ono create it was creating area say sana education system but unfortunately die no die utimi eche di obi watwere gu awu no ne die no
we ne baba
na exam time no utimi produce the go paper na so we good. So practically ya tilapia abetu duase ene ye de monkey enso abetu dua na se ne amom 30 minutes say you should climb eti after the 30 minutes say tilapia ntimi amfo awabon but monkey timi fo a ono aben woni made
yes ye nhwe kwan a obi afa so ye na de ya ma omo nyina one problem so mo solve it.
Yes.
Well, Ghana education according to Mr. William Bodi exam-centric exam ko anti nkura no edu ba bia no asan ka se nkura no omo nya de sa ability no wo form na ye pese ye be kan okra fi na atodwa. Prof say nkura ya de afi atodwa no, how do we go about it? Because next year so mate say GES for say afi o my vigilation na ye try exams na ka vigilation ye dey Now we knew I found home. And prof, say vigilation by Eddie, I say I never cause
me da say. Say you heard the minya kane ebia bayan so akanya. Say vigilation koso. Na say ye de share and I say ye fairly be brea. Na just say your problem with system. If you say which a crowd there. In fact, say why invigilating pa also to me na there.
Okay.
Your systems be e wo ho a ye ma exams crowd be anyina ho. The ultra exams and crowd fair say obehwe obi there so. Because you're developing the attitude and integrity to the point that on person obi wia. And you bet me aye because me won grab you or what no more answer questions be online obusa say na which two exams. Was it David? Oh, I don't know coach to
Ghanaian.
Yeah, Ghanaian. 7-year-old.
7.
Yes.
Attitude not from that.
Or
two exam.
No. Why should you cheat in exam? Go here the obey me. So yes, sir. But and now say CBA exams no akoye no. Uhwa Ghana ha. Why exams and determine will be an shebre.
Yeah.
So failure untimi nye bibia bio. Sabe. So person ko anim ewo adesua mu ana person ko ye adwuma bi kra anhwa untimi nko. Especially when it comes to English and mathematics.
Okay.
And the IIF science exams in friend high stakes. And your my idea exams in here a draw soon. Why exams non intention yes a determine go for brabo. And on obeso ko wanim kosua dia na mafa na mahwe se oh ubetimi aya dia na na and ubetimi asua dia mo.
Okay.
Na okọ. But you need different tracks for other people. And on a current educational reform, try say be. And to hear educational reform, them say you discuss here.
Yes.
What we are now is about subjects and your programs. And you know your transcript system. And so other nyoma we school hona wayek enhwe no e be show ama our transcript na ye. And you bomb pa say be free next year kon. And nyoma be yi. And he say exams no uhwe so ye eni se emma nkofo eyam hyehye wo mu.
Okay.
But to the bin so the way I fa so ehwe exams no so kan.
Okay.
Say bia we invigilate ugina kra ne kon so. Ana se dede oh mama nhyeche mama hwehwe wo ho eni ade esa ye fra bibi ti say examination anxiety. Wo de ahopopo bi eni ayam hyehye eto akra no so. Exams na nkasa already emma nkra ne bebre nidi.
Okay.
Edru a o de upper secondary schools no bo se nkra bebre on natural fasting. Omu nidi because ne yam hyehye ne ntaduane kra ne kon no o lose appetite.
Yeah.
And na de e wo mu pa ne se e kire se ye ade kire wo school ho na o se ye hwe. Why na e kire de hene? So wo hwe subjects ne bebre o ho a teachers na omo kire no enye ade a omo kosua ye no na omo kire. Ebi a teacher ni bi aba o ye bibi foforo oba in social studies ye nya teacher oso social studies ye se no anso akọ read na wa be kire na teacher ne show ntu busa nkra na obetimi aka kire bia ne social studies teacher obehwe ne background no ne an training no social studies ohwe mass teachers ay wo system ni ma kakra bi ne wo training e wo mass teaching.
Okay.
Like your training is a onkoye mass teacher.
Okay.
But the bi o ho a oba system ni mu na yesi wo ekwan da ha oh me call school no me engineering. Sabi I'm not saying say engineer for intimate mass, but ye wo obi a o che call mass and you want so be no o che and the basa na the way a o che de no ontimi man kra no abotre a ye de church nneomo mo ntiase call mass any elective mass difference kakra wo. Call mass na more of an applied or application everyday use of the mathematics. Enti enya formula base debia enti se ebusa question no na won tiase se na obe use no debia untimi nye.
Okay.
Enti wo hwe a obitimi passing ngofo bebre pass o elective mass no ma fail call mass ngofo say add mass na heading adenti no wa fail enya sa call mass no enwema ehwehwe ni demand no a bit different from elective mass.
Okay.
Elective mass is more formula based and use of some rules.
Right.
And I was say ade ne ye kire wo school no ye ma ye ni koso exams we no, and I like the fact that our colleague was saying it's a wake up call. Exams we no am I entrance ni enhwe se ade ne ye kire wo your school mu emre ben na nkra ni nya menu ase ye hwe a ubusa akra se emre ben 3 years no de ko school nyina wo kambo ma cumulatively and time was spent in school where you saying and sha yitranye enu abosome 9
hey
but me no ko school yes opa hwe and now omuko school 2 weeks no ma be fia be di 3 months yes and he said okay kambo ma why hwe
ni na say bi na ye ko ye no ye de ko school na ye ko
3 months
long vac ni or short
very good 3 months oko school no ama kwan no be fie wanya bebrebe kura te say they can long vac enti first pan say we there almost 9 months out of the year now spending with school and you have time to complete the curriculum. Curriculum no enye for examination to train the individual holistically for life. And the exams in there a sample for us to know that me no ebia ye pese e be ye adwuman.
Yes.
Ehene na ya hoodin wo.
Okay.
And the exams no ebia beka just wo no wo there ye communication. Wo there ye music. Enti adwuma wo betimi aye me de ne ye ebia nkontabuo enti metimi akosha ha na ma ye adwuma we saa na exams no eboa ye me etimi ye we call it selection function of the exam of the exam because ye nyina entimi nya ba bi ba ko nkoshe enti o se etimi hu ba bi ya ho odin wo ne ye
okay
but the way aye cha de no ene nyoma ye de egu kwan mu emema nkra na sua de no eda ne kwan mu ana enti exams we ne ka kire en se sibia ye nuoma no ento ye enti yenhwe one na extra de no teacher for no se emre to mre no ye kire o ma de sen ye de bibi by say PLC
yes
e school mu because of the new curriculum obaje di se teacher for bi wo ho a omo se omo de omo nkire new curriculum ti PLC na omo nko PLC ne professional learning communities enti teacher for ye nyina ye hia ebia menua wa hoodin wo bibi ti se probability no abekirekire mu kwan a metimi akire nkra ne ye amomate ase wo kina wonso wo kwan a ye de kire geometry na wonso abekirekire so hwe analysis omo ye wo especially maths paper nim na yes bibi ti se cumulative frequency nkra na ntimi anye because ye nkire wan kira kra na ontimi nye ye nkire
why for no so asset omo mfa ho say ya kire mu na ye nkire
ono de why no ye man curriculum you see as an examining body ye man curriculum so when a make kra no school and for an examining body to be credible I was say exams here comprehensive what it means is I was say exams no e cover akra no nyoma osua nyina ebi ye na adwene mu ebi ye ne social life ebi ye nyoma obetimi e de ne nsa aye. And to solve your questions, Omubusa na ye o de yamfa social studies. Social studies Omubusa questions wo environment. Yenya environment
no.
And ye betime abusa obibi ti say galamse e kosui. E kwan be na e fa so e say environment. Oh, curriculum ne wum. Ye wo kwan ye fa so kire say environmental degradation and pollutants and all those things aye. Enti whether ye kan galamse ho enle say ama o mre kra also utimi yi ano. Sa question when nkra na ntimi anya no ntu o hwa o say questions no social studies say my analysis me who say the factual information ni knowledge and understanding about 40% of the items no say akra ni timi ye ni nyina it means obetwa 40 about 60% of the items no ade a ebe mo maye analysis means ombetimi de ayem fato ho apesem
analytical
omadwen dia compare si say we anyway we na ye we nye ebia soil no we use way for plant we ye any evaluation making judgment and reasoning
yes
and also the analysis no constitute about 36% and evaluation no constitute about 24% and from analysis application upwards no about 60%. Enti se when timi anye critical thinking. When timi apply no manner wasuana ube failing. Enti so your questions na no. Enti it means that your school system no ye nkyem kra no ma omo ntimi Adiana yechom omuntimi fan solve everyday life problems.
So imagine no critically.
Imagine critically.
O to question na na kakra bia na walusi.
Na walusi because on reproduce. Brony Becker say he is not giving you back. I think in our system we call it chew and pour, pass and forget. But we don't want them to forget. Because
galam say question dear prof nkura isan kanya den.
Also timisua.
But what twist question kakra bia. Omuntumi nyisu o.
One can say what is environmental degradation. Now wakaka say obi ye galam say we are the is na ye den into who's environmental degradation.
But we environmental degradation baba. But what you twist and say ye galam say what is the effect on the environment?
David.
When they want more environmental degradation.
David. Ontiminka.
Not the problem number solve your mind.
That is the point. Yebusa say constitution adentina some of the enibi or entrenched clause. Is it entrenched? Yes.
Social studies.
Yes, entrenched clause. And the why the entrenched no gram people that. So
question no entrenched
clause. But you see, some of the things we were your free be registers. Every subject be your register. Your concept be also usua. And the subject no and say ya entrenched krana. And if you go and explain entrenched clause is blah 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 blah. You could boost entrenched clause no now done in a kakrebi so adena adeɛ we our constitution I was say ye nyina to ho aba ansana ya sana onim se entrenched clause na mbo na wabusa no
what twist question na
na ho akere no enti I was say ye hwɛ the way ye kyerɛ nkra na de
wow
at ade kyerɛ no na was ye hwɛ enne nneoma ye kyerɛ wo no and a practical application ye busa om so ye be den na ebia values na ye wo no se mevan se sebe me ya santini obi nso ye nkrani na ye wo common value bia and den na beboa ama ye nyina no peace aba
okay
using our shared values and common values I ask some
question social studies
a question
prof repeat the question again
say almost say ebia se mevan say ye wo common shared values how can it enhance our social existence or peace?
Okay, yes, like coexistence,
very
peaceful
good.
Coexistence.
Yes, peaceful coexistence. It is a what you say. Mevan say unim say ye de ade to amemfa. Means unim say ye de ade to ayemfa. Ye nyina ye betime ye nyina ye tiase say na o se ye. So and as bia nyoma bi betime dey prevent corruption. So what dane question e kakra bia na omo bre. Eno so na sisi a ewiase na ye kɔ no. About that. Okay. It's about problem solving. It's about critical thinking and values.
Okay.
And it's not about how much you know.
Or chew.
You can chew and pour. No. Nobody, and I think what means is nobody remembers into development. To develop, you need critical thinkers. And critical thinking should be fostered from the beginning. And so what's your question now? Why over the years, my trend analysis of or more questions. Over the years, knowledge and understanding the facts in between 35 to 45. And this year, almost 30 40.
About form kakra.
Adam?
The same
say 35 to 45.
The same range.
35 to 45. And the amount of 45, I just want a lot of lower level questions.
Okay.
But this year, no more 40. Which is
within range.
Over application and analysis now, I am 30% to 40%. And this year, I'm 36.
Okay.
It is 40%.
Yeah.
Because 40%, 45%, about 85% of the questions will look for lower level use of knowledge. But this year, I'm 36. And over evaluation and judgment now, I am between 20 to 25. This year, I'm 24. It means evaluation question na increase.
Okay.
Application question no analysis and so in terms of the range na e kosoro ho kakra.
Okay.
And lower level question e ba form kakra. And no ye hwehwe. Ndi ultimately so questions na ye standard. Ndi e ho no na de asem na ba no. Ndi e wo say ye hwe ye system na ye boa ma ye nkra no omusua enuoma e beboa mama o madwin abie. Na ade na omusua no e be useful. Anything is young of for environmental cleanliness and other things. Obinum sachet water. No, they are too form. Go a street, you ma. Sabi, ye basic school. Environmental cleanliness and all these things. Bakoye street mu hwe.
Ada ho.
Efi any ade.
Just I didn't know musu and they don't apply.
They don't apply. Oh, we are choro we are no ano. Obetro say unum so we are fat to dustbin. But onum we are naturally not that form.
Okay.
If you say ontimi apply.
Okay.
Nti o see nyina ye concern. Na ye hu say nyoma na ye koso no. Ye abrabọ no. Na ye nhwe ni nti se ye pese ye koyanim na ye develop dia. Ye nhwe ade amkra ne sua. See omutimi sua. No can apply. No question. No examination.
Okay.
Whether okochro no America, or no Ghana, or no Nigeria. Do betimi aye na obetimi aye.
Ha. Prof, what room pa obi a otie bia or your student and now your parent they when say by this time or say prof, you've given us a very insightful in-depth and insightful investigation into this, but what is GES doing? Or say Mr. William is speaking well. Mr. William, but before that, my memory ya by way when I remember say questions no mu ya na Diana.
But questions near
By microphone, mommy. Aha.
Questions near who you know. I am Shishin Tino, a den kakra my.
I am Shishan saying, dear Tina, mean Tiasi, I don't know Yamushim. Moscow, no, not what is all the port runner.
But you there.
Now, what is a schools be home the port runner?
Man, shouldn't.
Nothing, I don't know Yamushim.
Na, I got to say, what's in Ucho was here, Ucho for future or life.
O life when you are that so.
O failure, that means say, untimin to us. I'm attention.
But questions not any day.
Now, I was saying, teachers no, and GS or more motivated teachers no, and students. They will more answer questions.
Okay.
Because obibet me aka say watro pan so.
Ebebano.
Obebano no one pass it. Depending on the way I try no. Teachers need to meet church the answers are why shisha.
Okay.
I think say no so bet me aboa.
Ti omo nse dan pay dedicated time be a ye chrem how to answer question practically. Said the prof kai. Ba omo anchre mo bi o school ho.
Omo che
Omo anchre how to answer questions no.
Omo nya time eche.
But I still amount me pass.
Ebia na ebi mo auntie
ase. Okay. Right. Mr. William, my memory also for the second part, the solution. Where do we go from here? So next year, so be say ya send ye now nkra fambe cafe da bia.
Oba we dey arahosem na ye niema ahwiegu. Na benfo nzaka ato se oniema ahwiegu a na hunu hihye. On say the year kan nyina no we are adding more responsibilities to the teachers. But you must say chance na ejiji aduane wo fie no aya yididi wi a chance na yedisi ifa. The prof I can no cre your POC senior high schools periodically maybe I remember one every Thursday.
Okay.
But I will say book no dia ma ye kwai e follow no. What we discuss now, when you go to classroom, you can never apply all.
Okay.
For instance, you need audio visual materials. But where I teach, there are no sockets in the classroom.
Sockets?
So, yes. So imagine say, me I buy into laptop mommy. It me ame de me diako. Me do or no. Me use wa battery na kolo. Me pe be plug in anka me timi atoaso. Me ye den matoaso.
Socket impo na bi ni ho.
E bi ni ho no timi ye den matoaso. It won't me apply all the steps, the strategies in the classroom. Besides that, 99% of teachers in this country are psychologically molested.
Psychologically molested. 99%. How?
Teacher, you know, Tamani yet no trading college, you know, and teacher net is saying, Meme Command Mary College of Education, so many. By then, say ye call ICT lab, I went to America, unya mouse moonsona period nature. And imagine say what go through all this, and we now call and you see here ICT teacher and teacher ICT.
Oh, quite ready.
And we are in 2025. Many teachers still teach ICT on chalkboard. And yet computer lab.
Chalkboard.
Yes. Make a way, teacher ni nankasa at the center. He is the pivot of education. Our implementing all educational policies. Even what we are talking about. So mo fast on the year juma. Certain channel na ketuano aba. Unless okoye picketing and oko strike and sanaba.
Nyina aka.
Enti sene mo no obe den na wo teacher ni watimi nya. Abotoye mo akoma toye se adwuma mi yemani je ho. A Ghanaian teacher cannot build his dream house. Untimi nto ni dream car. I just wa bobesia from one mutual funds. So all these issues we need to look at the condition of that teacher, the pivot of the policy implementer.
Okay.
Say ya nhwe ehwo no so a wo. Ebe ya adwen. Hwe going forward, I think we need to get we need to substitute WAEC.
For what?
Na yen fa different examination body embra. Na yen try on also the coordination with the young education system, no, how they can assess do the assessment without leakages. Because say this time the village and even still a course the year title no and conformity to me the foreign materials. Yeah, no. Yes, I heard classroom management. Obeko classroom 30 to 40. Teacher ni ba ko pen e manage you.
All the students.
All the students. Period na akọ any man 45.
Nti more individual problems. Unya time.
Unya time ma wo mo. And as a teacher, wo kira de wi a enso wa. There are some slow learners. Beba wo abibusa question. But I am telling you, even today, it is hard to welcome such students. Omo pentem no free class mo akọ.
Hey.
Into one year den as em na ho. Prof madam sini. Oh, and I would teach any na ye ba wa abibusa question. O kra so wo pentem akọ to case bi. Into unfi. So these are some of the fundamentals are yen hwe ye. And what you know, our phone they have neglected their children. Akola no ko school mun no ano no. Omuma emesra mofra no. Teacher parent cordial relationship. Eni ho. Ube so ofo abanani abra na bi a teacher ni na etia akola na bibia si enti oba be keka na dwa kire teacher ni no. Enti wo na odo oba na mama ya sign contract say me hwe wo maso entity ni no. Me no ntamu nya fine.
Wow.
Bibi because o amaye den metimare. Oba asema ye kan ohun. Beyond radio discussion and TV discussion.
But the key point now, okay, we need it.
Yes, we need to implement certain things and we must take it serious.
Holistically.
Yeah, Ghana really need liberal type of education. So, na say kindergarten learners, people, omu diagram, they are not playing you, they are learning. In Finland, USA, the UK, the reason why almost na munya so fa so ne say apply liberal type of education.
Yeah.
Liberal type of education enyen hye. Wufri wakuma mu no why exhibit what is in you. And then kola na ye hu no say omudi agro no ho. Ubosi amakwa ye break no. Obi beko na wakobo piano. Obi beko no ohwe TV. Obi nso kwose so side. Na bi di agro. Ni na teacher for no monitor. So from kindergarten to primary 3. Ni yetumi hu akola bia ne ni area of interest.
Okay.
Into all upper primary no auto darling. Into onu GHS no na oye expert ba. From GHS no start here internship. Into onko SHS na kasa no owo bibi won Sandra da because watimi hu system na boa no wadimi discover the talent, the gifts. Eti every work on no or started the adwuma ansa na we school. And on we school metro application for employment. But today what we learn in Ghana here, yes you we na yetwa wie no, yentimi apply. Enti na prof ka say, yes you be business on no pure we a fa we no sachet ne to das bi mu. Yesua ne atwro ne yetwa. Na so ye ba fie a ya bra bom no, it doesn't reflect.
As I entre ne ye.
It's totally different.
Na mo nsua ne ye.
Enti ye ko ye nimu no ye hwe sa ne ma we nyina ne ye make sure say your system no will not punish the learner, but it will rather motivate and welcome the learner. But practically, our education system is easy to punish the learners.
Really?
Yes, punishment. Minimum say what who are akola primary 4 or kona motor brubonetti bag. Subject bebre at age 7, 8, 9. Osia close to 10 subjects.
Hey.
Etini na gu bag nim na bonnet njo okona ya twe no.
7 years, 8 years.
Oh. Enti osia ni nyina bom en osia mu saa.
Minisa mo amutie mu hu bi so. Nkola nketo na bag bonnet a ode ko ye 10 subjects, yes. 9 subjects. Yes, bibi dey up. Bibi dey say just bebre enti hono
Oba abai we waya de. Gente waya de ne say. Ni grade na wanya no above ni school environment because I know Agena Senior High School.
Obi the message about say Agena SHS lacks infrastructure,
yes.
teaching materials, etc. No dining hall, assembly hall, no classrooms, and proper dormitories. They eat openly in classrooms. No correct. Mune dining hall. Mu did you a classroom? I say Agena was one of the schools which was targeted for examination or practices. So WAEC decided to intensify their supervision there. Yes, mo hona fi o mu she dem biem because o mo fa ne se mu school hono. Mu ni materials in tie do exams ne so a. Say mo mra ye dan ya mo mra me hwe so. Tie hono moto form.
Obare Agena Senior High School hono mi gina yi. Because ho. Na me do hono. By then, no, assistant headmaster in charge of domestic. Eba me ho. And what the too many says, we dear, Kukoma Semo. Ye my one, baby omko, Tiffin a team. Inti, ye beat me up, or hono we until beat me a can sometimes,
but when your person or Fabian or passing well.
Yes, on passing on the all leg on presec, Numenia 8 ace. Oh, and as had we. Sa categorization of senior high schools, I don't support it. Minim say prof supported here because oba me share school I say new Abrema for senior high school and I'm be at senior high technical school at Achimoda. Winning baby. A dear friend modern science lab ebini ho. Who be that? Me who be that? And I don't the day no questions now why essay no. One can say question we category B, school. C or D school. For all senior high school candidates. But here lies the case I should answer and now intentionally you say let's build or upgrade this school to become category A school. But at the end of the day, the assessment is not categorized. So there's no equity, equality in our school system.
Okay.
So we must be able to draw the line between school and education. They are moving from exam-centric system to problem solving, the rare actual education system. Future leaders are solve a problem. Then future leaders are bit
well, me who some students last time now make a Philippine young guy, 19, 18 years. Almost exam also by 14, 15 years. The trial question they want the students to disagree. They want them, some of them to agree, some to disagree.
Yes.
Now, more formulated the policy for most students, And Ocean Kra, or more 14, 15 years. Near more trial, now maybe some say, now maybe what 14, no. Now, met me who say one line, say no sentence, made me disagree with me. I wasn't capable of that
you
at that
afraid.
age. Me afraid.
Yes.
Say, I tried, yes, say, me. The examiners want me to discuss. Meaning, said the I have to support.
Sir.
Maybe what school no, you try say, what's your opinion? I have to support. Almost the children are disagreeing with the education for
yes.
Yeah. But many sure say you encourage that capacity say interrogate now land degradation or Montias there. Over there, constitution.
There's no wrong answer over there. There's no wrong answer.
Wrong answer.
Yes. The other suggestion. We need to delve into it and get something out of
Prof,
it.
then we need to do more. The next 5 minutes, Prof, Odia, my name is solutions and near my year can brain intino. Well, mame. Messages in our parents in the BD about Obisa Neba was so far because who is our crown who's going to train at ye. Tano no huno.
Yeah, focus on solutions. See your home baby if you free by name boy. We need to take a system-wide approach. I na solution to some of these things. You know, I sope. Ebi away exams na ba ne akọ WAEC ye way or WAEC men ye way. Ni eja ebi a teacher for na fem ana school for na fem ana GES omo monitoring. Enti me pese ye solve problem na. Or say ye holistic like you said or system-wide thing. Enti I will say GES share. First of all, teachers are much there. A dear background on war. There is research to suggest that there was shortage of maths teachers in our secondary schools. Trained maths teachers in our secondary schools.
Obi say we did an audit of teachers in the school and the subjects they studied and what they are teaching.
Yeah.
And Obama, I can tell you, there are teachers who studied music at the university but now teaching maths. Most teachers are not teaching subjects which they are related to their area of specialization, and it's because of the shortage.
Yes. And me as a psychometrician or somebody who is into psychological measurement. So when you are doing, because you are applying your first subject here. Social studies you are applying your first you are what we call pedagogies for teaching social studies. Yeah. And he said, once you now say, oh, make me read at here, and to me coachera, untimin training. And to be more I recite it. I all in the name of Ochre. But a bar in depth untiminti at the Saddick Adams. Yan Shasadiano. Na yen training a teachers in ye. And this will be per se your shortage. Bane budgeting support it. And the yemma clearance. Any idea? Yemma clearance and a crana. We are not purposeful. What the man say? Yemma clearance is a teacher 400. No. Ube huna subject yaba piece school numuna. ABI yen hiano. Ni akofa omu. Because obi fi se osi obi nye jumaye. Na baby ye was short for no. Yenye. Yemfa teacher for nko. Ena ti said you can schools no be ho ye kan. Wo di teacher for no. Omo ya ade no ko ho. Omo nko. Okay. Because teacher na nkasa your researcher say na nko for feel reluctant so omo be di teacher. Okay. Because ye near society if is a teacher for niska. Enti omo ma ba na omo ya ade pa no mbetimi a kira de no. Owie na sa ade no ko ekurase a ontena. Enti no akope baby no atenti ye nhwe GES nhwe ehɔ no and Ministry of Education nhwe teacher training and deployment. Okay. And make sure that we do it purposefully. All right. 2, I will say a resource, basic resource. Or can say we share in other countries. When you are developed, now we are the who can know. Now this is the can say soccer to create new school where na the organ near the kusin. I'm grand. And as a developing country now, I in structure. Yeah. And I don't know see ye. Say resource near one. How can we use it? Because what's your biology? I must tell you, you don't really need more maybe fashion laboratory. Yes. The environment is your laboratory. Biology is done in the environment. So I was see to me yes, yeah, baby or labs kakra. Yeah. And what are we training our teachers to be able to and our students to be able to use the available resources? Okay. And 3, I think that there should be more of monitoring and collaboration among the agencies. All right. For example, WAEC. Now, can WAEC as you see, WAEC is serving a very good, what do you call it? Let's say a stakeholder watch. They are safeguarding the system. Okay. Because my system ni na anso koye interna. Me produce ni me na me sa kachirowa. Yamfa say says teachers na my resource. What would have been the resource? Because the 30% na mo de ba say ebia waye kokran fanso so no. Wo hu a na ye reform ye adwesen ke pese danim. Na more assessment ko schools no. Teacher for any stakeholders in the council no we is our education system no. If we say it is said the okay ye nya kwan ye fi se nkra ne dɔɔso teacher phone ni ho enti de o se ye na ye di hu nkra no ahoɔden ye ntimi nyɛ enti ye o se ye hwɛ se agencies na omo boa no na sia are they monitoring the system?
Okay.
Say time on tax, you see.
Right.
Naka, are they monitoring their curriculum? Say the bio mushisha no sani no. GES, are they monitoring the teachers and providing them with the needed resources? And a parent, I was see a maya ni ko young cry na this young. When we say it is the parent be kind. Omuntina school one chair, omun siandie. And so about maybe was the parents and ankasa as I defend it. System na and supporting you. And the parents will see a my ni ko young cry na this young.
Okay.
And mra omusia. Social media is becoming a canker. People are spending more time on screen. And sometimes we hear ma omushena even as adult. You see, you see a DA. Sorry, about 80% of your 12 hours now spending now on that. What it WhatsApp.
Any TikTok.
Any TikTok. Won't find you. Unsuper DA or the same thing. And a modeling. The you fear and one young crash.
Okay.
So me person me ma read the book, sir. I was me read the book.
Sir.
And it's a me catch almost omunko read the book. Na me can say me back to be catcher me. Na me say one jai ne tablet use no go read the book. Or catch and say me so me jam me phone so. And you why I'm the two.
And yeah,
this year the mission says more around I don't use my phone.
No off book.
And the music or either my family book and me read it. And now the me read your phones, you know, should be a story or news. Na me dia chrom. And you say yen so efie ye model dia ye pese ye nkra ne ye. And it says school mo on teacher ni read the book. They be a teacher ni gina WhatsApp. Parents read the book read omo gina WhatsApp. Ye nkra ne saa no mo de beko. Enti na ya ma enti ye nyina yen
Prof ka phone asem no. Prof ka phone asem no. Wan ka anti Jerry mompo that story ne mama. They say agena mo use phone with school bebo. Agena kind of cranny you who said that be a modi at so mo bafia. Set time no say school time no. The entire makwan is a briefie and no interest yama holiday like mention there. Because it says here they're making 2 weeks no more school. 3 months or tifie. Now 3 months no what be spending on WhatsApp. Now the 2 weeks I could see a curriculum. No wabon. What they nkomo we ye be dia prof and then near wa kana say twitwa bomo pa na parents niti na Mr. William so obi chere said exam-centric you know you're very interested ya can't by into me meaning we also final comment out the air to so yes next year ya ntro Ghana alone ne biem ye ko WAEC fully to WAEC for ne best set in Southern West Africa and yes be next year be dangerous. As I will final comment and
our appeal say Jaya Kenyina no say ye di adwuma ebeboa because education is related to national security issue because the echo yemu no na eba bonten nti say ye nya papa anko yemu a de be free yemu so aba no enye papa nti ye momoden na de e se ye hwe na ye ma teacher for adesuafo our for rules also play no. We are major stakeholders in education.
Okay.
Inti me anya adwen say me ba no akọ school mu kwade eno ano no. E wo ma akosra no woni teacher ni nso eni nkomo mu establish cordial relationship na enyama enkoyi because ankoyi a at the end of the day no ba wa nkasa so wo fie.
Right.
Inti yemo modena intimate teacher education ni na emboa oman na enkoyi ni.
Medase pa. Hey. Agena so ni obeto aso wo ko school bay. Obeso kolego wa apply o ma fa wa na.
Afna ma apply.
Okay, ye bon pa ye se bibia be koso ama o hima we ye je aye krado. 1 hour and 10 minutes of conversation on education. Ye gusu a ye di komo ke asenso ta ye chi so na Max by and afi Top Kent Hills. Almost ye dance ho niema obia geomatone doga furniture o madaroma. Any edition no ebremo yebeda prof Ericana ne director Institute of Education University of Cape Coast so na William Boedi executive director of education executive director of Educate Africa Institute and ye student ba ko no so atwe wase ni bi edin komo ko agena senior high ewo Akosombo Nyame Adoma, Yebesai, and Mosha, we need Saddick Adams together with the team. Thank you very much.